Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready?
Menu narration option is set to off.
Play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
He's checking. Crash.
Snap. On first down, Slade. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen.
On second down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He completes it to Tate. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey, Alpha!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Giants offense now. Gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
On 2nd down, Slade. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Colts coming out now. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go, D.
Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. I got him. Watch tight end. Hey. Hey, we are. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw it is Locke. And caught by Henry.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke complete. It's Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Nice touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Still first down.
What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one on Brian Bulaga.
Still first down.
60 or 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it all. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
There goes Sterling Shepard. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 98 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now inside of 2 minutes, they have only 1 timeout left and a field goal here, and this thing's over.
Or even a first down. Anything they give up here, this thing is done. So my guess about their strategy, go for the football on his first snap, try and pop it free. They don't get that done, immediate timeout. Preserve as much time as possible, and then try and do it again. If you're on offense, just take care of the ball.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's John Simon with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Block now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the